Hey everyone, this is Retrokid Reviews, and, movie review time, and it's a weird one. Sir, do you seriously want to do this? Yes. He was my patient once. Yeah. In case you haven't noticed, with the British accent, I guess, I think this is who I think this is. Yes. I am Dr. Hugo Strange, and I am here to save the Batman over the following incidents that happened. Please, let me work. Yeah. Last time I checked, feels like you don't exist. Yeah, well, here I am. You got 10 minutes. Thank you. Hello, Batman. I see you've done quite a work on most of the Blackgate and Seagate members here in Arkham. Batman, normally you would, say something to disturb me. This is out of character, even for you. You do realize why I'm here. We have two choices. You could either let Retro use the floor right now to talk about Halloween, or I talk about what happened to your children. Specifically, the real Nerf Red Hood being MIA for the last couple of weeks now, and the real Nerf, Nightwing, in this case. The boards are not at play. Huh? Well, at least he's human. He's not Michael crazy. Indeed. Is there anything else you can say about the scarring and Nightwing's entire character change in the comics? The amnesia, the grazing, the Russian gentleman that you were pursuing with him? Say something. Say something. This is gonna get you, man. Don't talk to him. Don't. Here you go. Put the mask back. Just put it back. Say something! Where? Okay, you want me to say something strange? Where? Where's Kate? Where's Batwoman? Bruce Wayne, come back! Ah! Shit. Well, this is what you get when you pay for subpar therapy. Can I go back to Seagate? No, not yet. Yeah, I have to call whoever the hell's left in the Bat family to basically find crazy old man Bruce here. So, yeah. Speaking of crazy old men, let's talk about Halloween. More specifically, David Gordon Green's Halloween. And, well, it took him almost 4 years to get John Carpenter back, unless you count, Halloween H2O for the score, the Resurrection for like all of 5 seconds, I guess, and I guess approval for the Rob Zombie movies. Yeah, they're in a semi-conservative amount of royalties, I guess, to it. He never really contributed, and in case you haven't noticed, this is one of my secret franchises I've kind of always wanted to talk about in bulk in preparation for the review. But in case you haven't noticed, Karate Kid Month took out that and a lot of other franchises I wanted to talk about this year, so I'll keep it brief. I've seen bits and pieces of the first movie, but everyone has seen it to death. It's basically 5 kills minimum. It is the slasher movie that gave us every slasher movie that came before, so again, I'm not a horror, channel expert. I don't know very little. I can tell you I guess the death, the gore count or kill counts, and damn, there was a Channel Awesome creator that's still going around. I'll card to his channel. He already got a review, and I think one of his friends as well. Yeah, as far as the horror hound, I guess, community, I'm very, very, very casual. Like, I still kind of like the Scream series, even though 4 is pretty much the one that shouldn't have happened, and the TV series is kind of crap, and I think I covered, one of those things, card to if it was probably the TV show when the news was coming out, so, again, your thoughts there. So yeah, the therapist that you saw and the opening I tried to recreate, hopefully with my editing, because I'm going to tell you right now, if I somehow use John Carpenter's theme, I'm probably going to get copyright strike. So in case that happens, off character, thank you, YouTube, for pretty much everything. And I'm going to go try Vimeo in the next never. So, yeah, I'll probably try to fight this video if it comes to it. With that also being said, is this movie worth your time? Non-spoilers wise, oh dear god, yes. I mean, it still has the modern genre equivalent of jump scares and stuff like that, but it is worth it. If anyone who knows about David Gordon Green style of directing, he was mostly a comedy writer. Danny McBride also did a bunch of executive producing, which you can see some penments of that, but also some penments of them actually being honest to god Halloween like 1 fans. And I'm gonna keep it being the only one, the 70 movie, the only one with the word 1 in it, because I'm not counting the remake, and I'm definitely not counting this as its 3rd Halloween 2, if you could also believe that. I guess going franchise-wise also, I have never seen in bulk Season of the Witch. I think Brandon something's review of it, and he probably said a better job than I think Snob did. And yeah, there will also be cards and links to the description for pretty much all of Brad Jones's reviews of the Halloween series leading up to this. And his obsession with Ben Tramer, I thought that would have been an Easter egg throughout the trailer as well. I mean, not the trailer, the movie. And I think another red letter day here for the channel. This is the first Halloween movie that not only I'm reviewing, but also saw in theaters, because, like I said, almost all of the series, even the really crappy Rob Zombie remakes, I legit all saw on television. I didn't buy the Blu-rays, I didn't buy the DVDs, I didn't buy the Curse of Michael Myers, aka the 6th movie in the Thorn trilogy's extended cut, or I think producer's cut. It's still a crap movie, but that producer's cut kind of saves it in some certain areas, given that it was Donald Pleasence's last performance. Speaking of, and I'll get to the, I guess, in-name Loomis they had in the spoilers section, which will be a separate video. Yeah, this is going to be a separate video. So, if this is hype for just the non-spoilers video, imagine the actual spoilers video. Just letting you know now, guys. So yeah, basics. Jamie Lee Curtis comes back after a near 20-year hiatus since H2O, if you're also going by those movies, to finally kill Michael once and for all. Now this isn't really much of a spoiler, but if it is, I'll keep it brief. They wiped a lot of the continuity, like the Rob Zombie movies, obviously, the Thorn trilogy, obviously, and the second actual Halloween movie that Carpenter was still directing at the time, mainly because he didn't like a plot element that I will also talk about in the spoiler section. Again, if you know the Halloween series, you know what I'm talking about, especially if you saw H2O. That might be a hate watch slash, I guess, Stardust react of how bad that movie is even 20 years later, as a seminal anniversary kind of thing. So yeah, kill count wise, again, I'm also going to keep in the spoilers because there's a lot to deep dive into. Like, there is no question around it. Michael does kill indiscriminately, pretty quickly, pretty fast. There were some kills he could have gone, but I guess he didn't. I guess to keep it like the pacing on your toes. And for mumbling aside, for this movie trying to stick to like John Carpenter roots, the pacing is not for everyone. I like the pacing, honestly. I think it was fine. For Judy Greer, who played Laurie Strode's actual daughter, because that's a whole other like weird left turn kind of stuff with having an actual legacy character in her case, which again I'll also talk about in the spoilers video. But for her case, she went from being a person, or in a character in this case, in Greer's performance, to someone like, oh yeah, she's gonna die first. I knew that 100% coming into the trailers, and I was pleasantly surprised to the end. So again, I'll get into more specifics of that. And the John Connoring both her and Jamie Lee's characters were trying to be. That also means I'm not going to talk to death about Laurie Strode's actual granddaughter. She's probably a no-name actress. I'll probably look up as time goes on. The purpose of having the spoilers video for this movie is so that I can get in detail with every single character actor's name. That way I don't have to say IMDb here for, you know, the names and stuff, but for this video's case, IMDb below, in case you guys want to know ahead of time and, you know, get a chance to see the movie, because chances are, oh yeah, another thing about the Halloween series, it had a legacy of not being out on actual Halloween. They always come out like late summer releases. I don't know why. Also, but in this movie's case, it's finally out on actual Halloween, and given that this is still going to be out come next Wednesday when Halloween is actually happening in 2018, they are definitely going to get a lot of money out of it. They're going to Dimension Films is not involved because that was most of the distributor pre and post Rob Zombie movies. It was now mostly Miramax and Universal, and my god, it kind of showed on one scene. It's like, yeah, this is definitely a Universal thing. Kind of blatantly, again, I'll talk about that's more or less in the opening when I get to the spoiler section. But overall, it's still a really good movie. There are some plot holes, there are some mixed bag kind of stuff with the second act, and there was a bit of a betrayal when you finish the movie, when you get past the post-credits, because I didn't stick around thinking, this is the Halloween, why would you have a post-credits? Turns out it did, and that's kind of where I'm mixed. I came out of the movie liking it. Now coming into this review, I'm mixed. But not as mixed as, like, the Star Wars fandom or Jurassic Park or a lot of other, rebooted franchises nowadays. This actually has legs to actually... Because who are we kidding here? This might actually make a sequel. So, with that said, my battery's dying, and I gotta pick up all these guys. I don't know who I'm going to bring for the spoilers review. Please comment down below who you actually want. I'm trying to keep this Bat Family focused. This was a two-horse race between either the Bat Family or Logan's family. So it could have been anybody's guess character-wise in the comics. So again, you can also vote in the comments if you want somebody from the Marvel side to help out with the spoilers review. More power to you. With that said, go to the Cape here for my previous video, which I believe was my news on Roman Reigns and my... I guess Michael's face here to sub to the channel, and I gotta swoosh because I'm seeing GCPD coming in. GCPD, don't move! Yeah, I'm enhanced, bitch! Oh man, another meta! Whoa! Oh wow, Michael Myers review. Cool.